fake weapon stuff. I realized I grabbed their name, and I thought the idea of doing shows with machines. And all these parts I took out of a brewery that was abandoned, and I rearranged them all and added a bunch of other stuff, and I turned it into something that was a demanufacturing machine, because that was the whole inspiration for starting SRL, because I loved using all the tools and techniques, but I hated the idea that anything I would do would then go on to be used practically or to kill people or something like that, or to make money for people who already had too much money. And so then what I did is I just made the first machine as a machine that embodied the skills of making this kind of a thing, but then was to just destroy things, or to take things apart. So that was the inspiration. 1978 is when this is the first machine I built. And the first show was called Machine Sept. And I used it in a number of shows. I'm always building new machines. And so this one was retired. And then you guys came along. The decision was made that you wanted this one in the show.
And so tell me what happens here.
What happens is there's a set of timers down there. When you initialize it, this belt indexes one position. So the object in the front drops down under there. Then the timer section that goes this direction starts, it's called a ladder in like control terminology. So the ladder moves that way. The ladder goes up, and then the ladder goes that way. And then what happens is, at the same time this belt starts to move, there's a fairly high-powered motor in there that spins at a high speed. And then when the object passes through an electric eye, that door closes, and it's a sharp blade, you can see it in there, and it chops everything up into little pieces, and it's tilted like a fan, so it blows the things up like a popcorn machine. And then the timer ladder goes to the last relay, and then it ejects it out for a while. Then you reset it, and then when you turn it on again, it opens the door and gets ready for the next thing. So that's what it does, basically. It's very simple. It's called a process machine. I'm going to take a break for a minute here.
No, two would be
I took a minute, so like I was like, well, I can't say anything because I didn't start college till I was like 19 or 20, so. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can smell it from here. It really stinks still.
It's right. I have my period.
Yes.
I got it right here. Can't you tell by the smell? It smells so fucking bad.
I got a fresh blade for the scalpel too.
It was doing good with the.
It was still pretty sharp.
Yeah. Do you want to keep the legs, or do you want to keep the wings also?
I want to keep the wings and legs, because the wing bones attach into here with wire ties, and the leg bones attach in there with wire ties. This one's an eel one in here. It's all wrapped up. Here's the fish one, which goes like this.
Oh, that fish. You modified that fish.
Yeah. This goes like. Anyway, that's how that one works.
Dual drive turbo speaker system, turbo speaker system. It's got one speaker that has a sound to the phone, and then I just went into it. It's pretty simple. I just want to take it up.
No, that's good.
I think that'll
What is that?
with these things just like this.
We're all like, what's the booze?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Can I take a beer?
Oh, of course. I would have actually. I think maybe that's better because it's a little more like a chicken.
Okay.
And then I can get more.
Mark, in all the hotel rooms of all of Los Angeles, all the people that are doing cocaine off of each other's tits and asses think that's what everybody else is doing in every other hotel room in Los Angeles. Little do they know, there's a couple people putting this dead chicken skin on a busted up animatronic doll. Airlines more than you can stand.
My family's all
good. And then maybe
straight to Baltimore.
One
Yeah.
little strip down the front.
Are you pull up?
We said we needed to get like a certain number of cows in our rider, and so what they went to the slaughterhouse got these rotten ones that were totally fucked up, and we're like, dude, we can't work with these. But like we had all these props set up to use these cows, and so everyone's like, we'll do it anyway, you know, like Amy Miller and everyone just said, we'll fuck it, we don't care. And I was like, oh God. And then, so we had to make do with those, and they really smelled bad. But it was pretty good because we had the swarmers, and the swarmers were swarming around, and when they got near the people were barfing. People were like projectile vomiting from the smell of them. It was so bad. It was really bad.
And
they were autonomously, you know, they were these autonomous machines that recognized each other, and they would start moving around each other, circling, doing these crazy patterns of recognize each other. And really, it was simple. All it was doing was they would see each other, and they would recognize each other, and each one had a call signal, more or less. And they would go towards each other, and then when they got close enough, they would try to get away from each other. And there was a certain period where they tried to get away from the signal, and they had rotating beacons, and they could spin on their axis, so they would just kind of be moving randomly around each other. It looked like someone was driving them, but they would you couldn't control where the swarm went, and it just started on one part of the area, and then it went over to the audience until they were all just right in front of the audience, and they started bumping into the audience. People were like going, barfing all over the place. And
That's so awesome, Mark.
no, I don't know if that's the right word for it.
It's a thing of beauty.
It's okay. Its leg is. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's not jamming it, so it doesn't matter. This one has a lot of power. Yeah. It's got
Let me get up on. Oh my God, that is so gross. I love. Yeah, it was all filming, and everybody looked intense.
Robbie, honestly, get into the picture. Okay. Jesus.
No, start it again. We're do it for the kids.
This flesh up here. Or we could maybe just take this and just go with a wire tie around there.
I got the hands on it.
And then drill a hole there to kind of pull it down, you think?
Let's just cut this wire tie off and reattach it.
Do you think there's probably something wired together here? Yeah. See, there's wires. Dead, circuit-bended, reanimated fish is the Mark Pauline Whisperer.